Hey guys, welcome back to the Brigade podcast, episode 95. And my name is Mike, and I'm joined with Sam.
Yo, what up, guys? We are getting closer and closer to the 100 episode podcast. So we are we've got a good idea and something really special that we want to do for that. But we are still 5 episodes short. So we're gonna get through 5 more episodes, and we've got a great episode for you because quite a lot has happened since the last podcast.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, if you checked out our channel, just want to talk about that we've been busy the last 2 weeks with work and stuff, just why there hasn't been that many videos or a late upload instead of it being earlier in the week. So yeah, just because of how busy we are.
Yeah.
But other than that, we're back here. Hopefully things should calm down and we should be able to post some more regularly intervaled videos and maybe even more videos. Who knows? Who knows? So we'll start off by saying welcome to the month of May,
Yeah.
which we have had Star Wars Day
Oh my god.
on May the 4th, which we did upload the Akinator video. If you haven't checked it out, please check that out. There's a great video we recorded. So a lot of memes on Star Wars memes, a lot of Star Wars references all over the place during those few days leading up to May the 4th and including the 4th. There were massive sales on a whole bunch of Lego Star Wars stuff, a whole bunch of lightsabers. So if you got yourself some cool stuff, cool. We just did an Akinator video with Star Wars, so that you can check that out. Again, shameless plug, but you can check that out. Yeah, your thoughts
Yeah.
on Star Wars Day?
I mean, pretty basic. I mean, I didn't really do anything specific on Star Wars Day other than the Akinator video. But I don't know. But there's nothing released, at least on that for Star Wars rather that I was aware about. I didn't do anything Star Wars thingo on it, so
That's fine. That's
just a
fine.
normal
No
day.
problem. Yep. Another thing regarding May is that here in Australia, May is the last month of autumn, and we're gonna get into winter.
Yeah, it's gonna get
Just
cold, even though it's already
colder.
starting to get cold.
Yeah, that's always what happens in the last month of just before you get into a season. Always like the weather goes towards that month. You know.
Makes sense.
So yeah, we will be facing the harsh realities of winter here in Australia. Luckily for us, it doesn't snow, so it shouldn't be too cold, and we don't need to be shoveling snow. So that's good news.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm not just be shivering.
pretty much, pretty much.
And then being like, "Can we stay at home? It's too cold. I don't want to go out to work."
Yeah,
Yeah.
fair enough. That is true. That is true. So, let's talk about some stuff that have happened. So,
Oh wait,
I'm gonna hit you.
there is
Go
one
ahead.
more thing that happens in May, or at least here. I'm not sure about the rest of the world. Mother's Day, which is
Oh
today.
yes, that is correct. We are celebrating Mother's Day. We just got the opportunity to record, but we've got a lot planned for our mothers. So Mother's Day. If you're celebrating Mother's Day, go out. Celebrate with your mom.
Do something fun. Have a
Yeah, do
dinner.
something fun. I don't know. Do whatever needs to be done. Like take them out for lunch, dinner, breakfast, and I'm not sure the rest of the world doesn't celebrate or celebrates on the same day. I'm not 100% sure. But if you guys are celebrating or not celebrating, just do something fun with your mother.
Yeah.
I know it sounds weird when I say it like that, but yes. Let's dive right into it. So some stuff that happened. Let's talk about in my opinion, the most random thing that happened. It's pretty funny. Donald Trump wants to put his face on a coin.
Yeah,
Yes,
this is kind of random.
yeah. I mean, why he wants to do it? I mean,
Rokabiga.
obviously, it's he wants to put his face on a coin, right? Like, let's be for real. Like, having a face on a coin sounds cool and all, but like, Americans like they don't even use coins that much.
Yeah,
Like,
didn't they?
they've got like dollar bills, you know. Whereas here, like for example, in Australia, we got $1 coins, so we use coins a lot more often here. So I'm not sure why he wanted. He could have put his face on a dollar bill or another bill. I'm not sure why he chose coins.
I mean, I'm not too sure specifically why. But I mean, didn't they like stop using pennies over there? Like as of recently, so it's. I mean,
Well,
like
to
it's
be fair,
already.
the world uses pretty much cards now more than coins.
Well, yeah.
You know what I mean. I'm not saying that coins because cash is king. I'm not saying coins not used. It's just that like I thought he would go big and proud if he was gonna do like something because that's what he's known for. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I thought he'd go like he wants to put his face on the $100 bill. I thought that's what he'd do because that would be like the biggest, that's the biggest currency I think they've got. So I'm not sure why he chose such a small, you know, item. And to be fair, if I saw his face on my coin, I'd trade that coin. But like, yeah, just take it, bro. That's what I'd say.
It's a bit. It is. I mean, 'cause also you could have to like what mint a new coin with the face on it and all that. Put all for all those person. I mean, which coin does he even want to do? Does he even stay which coin, or just
I
he
don't
wants
know what
one?
he said. He just said it, and it was weird. And I think that like didn't I think it like got approved or something. I don't remember. I was just reading somewhere, and like it's just been a while since I read it, but I thought it was still funny to bring up. But yeah, just a weird decision for him.
It is strange.
Because look, like I said, if I see a coin with his face on it, right, like I'd be like to the cash register, just give me a different coin. You know what I mean?
I mean, if you get it, you can use it straight away.
Yeah, I mean, true that. It's because he's such a like polarizing figure. Like people hate him, people like him. But it's just that I'm not a fan.
No, I get what you're saying.
You know, I'm not subscribed to his channel, so like, you know,
Not subscribe, Lamel. But
yeah.
I don't know. That's a weird thing in my because it doesn't because coins don't really change. You know what I mean? It's
Well, I
kind
mean,
of just
it's super
there.
weird because I thought this was something Elon would do, but like Trump was the first to do it.
Oh, Elon Musk. Oh, you
Yeah, I
guys made
thought
my
he like
face.
any of the billionaires would have done it. You know, like Elon
Oh,
Musk or like what's the guy who runs Amazon again?
Jeff
Like,
Bezos. Jeff
yeah, I thought
Bezos.
I thought these people would do it first. You know what I mean?
Well, I don't think they have the jurisdiction to do it.
Well, the only reason I say that is because they've got money. Like, you know what I mean?
I
And
guess.
that's the only thing they care about, money.
Money, money, money,
Uh,
money.
exactly, money.
They want that moolah moolah, but I don't know. I
Because
mean,
I reckon that if Elon's face comes on like money, I reckon he'd drop a diss track.
distract. On who?
I don't know, just on himself or something. I don't know, on all currency. But like you need the Elon money. It'd be if
I
I have a feeling that would actually be happen.
feel like you can just make a credit card at that, right? And that'd probably work much more
Fam, you don't need
to
to
his
make a credit card.
advantage.
You now got those stickers that you can put over the credit card, and like you can print whatever picture you want.
Oh yeah, true, but I mean more so he could like he could like make a company that like does that kind of shebang, like a bank or a loaner. So I mean, I don't know. I mean,
Okay, yeah. Look, he could probably do that, but like I wouldn't want him to do that.
so you'd rather have his face on a coin?
No, I'm not saying I'd rather have his face on the coin because I reckon that even if he does a banking, he'll like screw it up with some bullshit. But like you have to earn a subscription or something, just like how we ruined Twitter. So to be fair, Twitter was always a piece of shit, but like he made it into a bigger piece of shit.
I mean, back in the day, he was the person. He was, I think, one of the co-founders of eBay. So I mean, I don't know, and PayPal. So I
Yep. So, look,
could or couldn't.
okay,
Depends on the day.
let's move on both from Elon Musk to Trump. I'm gonna segue into: would you like your face on a coin if you were offered the
Me?
opportunity? Yeah, of course, you.
Do I want to see my ugly mug on a coin? Probably not.
When you put it like that, I
Because the
want the
thing,
people to see my face.
well, the thing is though, coins go like everywhere. They go under mattresses. They go in like dirty gutters. They get dropped into fountains. I don't know. I also don't know if I want to see my
I
face
mean,
on
it
a
doesn't have to be
coin
coins. It could be a piece of paper. It could be like on the bills.
on the bills.
On the bills.
I'd prefer probably on a bill, but I don't know if I still want it personally. It'd be cool if I
Dude,
had
dude,
like one of a
if you
kind
do,
one.
if you do, if you're on a bill, right, and like, let's say if they told you, right, because usually on the bill, like, they all have the same stone face look, right?
Yeah.
If they told you, yeah, like, hit us with a pose. What pose do you hit them with? Because you can go any
Mm.
pose you want. Do you hit them with the steel blue,
I
or do you hit them with something
mean,
else?
I mean, I would go like overly exaggerated. I mean, like not even a pose. I'd like. Can I dress up? Like I'd wear like a top hat. I'd get like one of those olden day like like those smoke pipes that people used to use back in the day.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
He's
Get
got
a
he's got
cane
like piece of
maybe as
pipe with
well.
you could see like the circle of the ashes coming out on the, like,
Yeah.
and that's so good. That's so good.
Do like a overly exaggerated like capitalistic look, and then have it like done. Or I'll just do
Here's
the
the
absolute
monocle.
cinema
Here's the
pose.
monocle as well.
Oh yeah, can't forget that.
He's got the what is it called, like, is it the Sherlock Holmes pose where he's like holding the thing?
Oh yeah,
Damn.
from like the bottom. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
kind of have to.
That'd be so good. That'd be so good.
If it was like that, I'll do that. But yeah, that'd be funny.
Yeah, it'd be so good. I don't know what I would do with my face. I'm not sure, fam. My face is so ugly, fam. So I'd be like, can you put a filter and then like just use beautify filter, beautify my face, and then put that on the dollar bill.
ChatGPT, could you fix
Or not
my
even
face?
any
Oh
bill, yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Like, get AI to like fix my face up.
my god.
What's the other? What's the what was the thing that Nvidia implemented? Get that
Well,
on my face.
DLSS
So
5
yeah, yeah. Get that on my face. So like,
is beautify it, cake it up with makeup or whatever.
enhance it, and then zoom in by 10, and then we'll get that photo.
Zoom in by 10.
Yeah, we'll get that photo.
Alrighty.
Yeah.
I mean, that's
Dude,
one way to
don't even
do it.
use my photo. Use my spirit animals photo. And then they look it up. My spirit animal
Spirit
is a
animals
fish.
photo.
Yeah, you get a photo of a fish.
Put a
Slap that on.
can of tuna or something.
Yeah, but then replace the tuna logo with like a magic carp.
Okay. I
That's
think
what I
that's
want. That's what I want on my money. Can you imagine that in the future? Like, like there are so many famous people, right? That were like, like how like someone's so famous, like you got to build like a monument or put them on the money, right?
yeah.
Yeah, so like there becomes too many famous people they can't decide. So some smart ass guys like, yo, let's just put like random objects or appliances on the money, and then you just see like the bill come out and it's got a vacuum cleaner on it.
Vacuum cleaner. Oh no.
And some guys like, I want to put a car on it, and there's like the what's it called, like the Honda Ford, or like just like a Subaru SUV or something.
They're just a car basically.
That'd be the funniest thing though. Toyota Camry.
Literally. And that's just on the bill.
Yeah,
That'd have to be like copyright or something like that.
it's like we all come in agreement. That'd be the funniest thing. Okay.
I mean, sure, I guess.
From one random thing to another random thing.
Oh god.
Another, like, the next random thing we're going to talk about is that the, like, GameStop wants to buy out eBay.
That's strange.
Yeah, it was like so random when it came out, especially since I'm gonna hit you with this, right? eBay is worth like $55 billion. No, not 55, sorry, $50 billion. GameStop works like about 5 billion. I think I was reading it at the time. And
Okay.
then like they said that they'll buy them out for 55 billion. And so everyone's like, where did you get the other 50 from?
Good question.
Yeah. Oh, I think that those were the numbers chucked around, and I couldn't stop laughing because they're so funny. Uh, it got to the point where like their CEO started trying selling stuff on eBay to earn the money to buy eBay.
That's funny to me. Imagine using the platform you're about to buy out to be able to buy it out.
Yeah, and then it hits you with the double whammy where it was banned off eBay.
That's funny. I don't know. I find that kind of like a based move to do that. To be honest, it's like, boom, I'm gonna buy out your platform. I'm gonna use your platform so I can buy it out.
Yeah, and then gets banned off the platform.
Yeah, it's just unfortunate. Can't do much.
Dude, like if you wanted to avoid ban, he could just use a random employee, right? And then just gave him stuff. It's like, all right, I want you to sell them. And then like, you know what I mean? Because
Yeah.
he used his real name and everything on eBay, you know. So like they pinpointed him very easily. And he was selling some really expensive stuff.
So what he's gonna do now? Facebook Marketplace, Amazon, and
I don't know. I
some
don't
other
know, fam.
ones.
I don't know. Dude, it's so weird. I never thought we'd talk about GameStop ever again after like Diamond Hands, and yet here we are.
Hey, Diamond Hands. It's funny. I remember that. That was an interesting time. I mean, I'm pretty sure some Steve people are still on that. Like, but like, yeah, it's odd to say the least.
Guys, I think that's a power play, like what's it called? What GameStop is doing, because I
What
think their
like
real move is buying out Washington DC.
what?
I'm just messing
For
with you.
what?
I know. I was just like, it's a power play, and then I had to think of something expensive to
Gonna
buy, and then I
buy
just
out
said,
the city.
oh,
Oh Jesus! I don't
yeah.
know.
What a
What an
what a
interesting conundrum.
yeah. It's weird. Weird. What a weird world we live in.
But it's not like eBay wanted to be bought out, right? It was just more like,
No, it's just
yeah, we're
like,
gonna buy you.
well, I mean, you can say it, right? Like, for example, like I'm gonna hit you with that. Like, I genuinely feel like GameSpot probably doesn't want to buy at eBay, like IRL, right?
Hmm.
Like, I reckon they went to eBay, they inquired about a buyout, right? eBay probably slapped them with the "there's no way," right? And then like once they did that, yeah,
Yeah.
they leaked it to like the press, and then the press just like dribbles on the story. Do you get what I'm saying?
Hmm.
And as a result of that, their stock price probably goes up.
Probably.
That's probably what they wanted to do. Do you get what I'm saying? They wanted to probably raise their stock price. Like, what's a crazy way to raise our stock price? Or like, but like when I say raise, not by like couple like point percent, like maybe by a couple percent. You know what I mean? Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that's a way to move it. You say you're buying a company, you know, and that increases your stock. Uh, yeah. Now, if they actually did want to buy it and they actually inquired, it's like they actually like full on like delve deep into it. Like that's just stupid. I don't know the reason why they wanted to do that. It's not like eBay's in trouble. It's not like GameStop is in trouble. I mean, for
I
GameStop's
mean,
purposes,
I don't know
like
about GameStop. GameStop could be.
yeah, I mean, yeah,
Mhm.
you know, but I mean they're staying afloat, so that's all that matters. Um, but like I don't know what benefits it would do if, like, let's say they did buy it out, other than the fact, like, the profit margins for the CEO and the employees probably. Well, I mean, like, they don't, like, probably just for the CEO. Probably goes up by like tenfolds.
Probably. I mean, he's the one who was deciding.
Yeah, so just money.
Yeah.
It's just he's being greedy. Okay, let's delve into some gaming news. Um,
Oh my god,
let's
gambling.
start with the stop killing games that happened. We'll go with
Oh
that
yeah. A little
first.
while ago.
I know, but it's still important to talk about.
Oh, of course, of course, of course.
So, for those of you who don't know, Mike, can you explain what stop killing games is?
Okay. I mean, the Killing Games movement is basically a movement to ensure games just aren't like taken off store shelves and basically become unplayable. Basically, it's a thing for devs to be able just to make the game just playable after its shelf life. So if it's an online game, for example, have it like, oh, you can at least host private servers, or um hey, these specific things are offline, or like you can play them offline. So whenever they do take down the servers for the game or whatnot, people are still able to play them without them, feeling like they got ripped off because the game's no longer available.
And how did it go? Their presentation to, I
Oh,
think it's the court.
so they
This is the whole
were
point we're talking about.
in, yeah, it was in the European Union. Like I think they were in the Senate. It went quite well, to be honest. From the sounds of things, everyone was kind of in like support of it, and they were even like comparing it to other things. Like I know one of the senators, after hearing like the explanation of it and like some examples, they were like, "Oh, this kind of reminds me of the what do you call it, the right to repair and stuff like that." And but a lot of other senators were kind of like in support, like, "Oh yeah, my kids recently bought a game," and he was like wondering, it's like, and then he was wondering like, well, is this money gonna, is it gonna, because they're gonna pay for the game and whatnot, is it gonna like last, or is stuff they buy in the game, is that gonna like last forever? Like for like Fortnite, when you buy like a skin, like how long is the game gonna stay up for? Is it worth it and stuff like that? But everyone in the room seemed to be in support of it, and they really liked the idea. And I think they kind of wanting to see what they can do with it and see how they can like implement it and like see if they can implement like it as a law, or at least like set some sort of precedent so people, or not people, game companies can follow it, if that makes sense.
Yep, that makes sense to me, and that's a total win for gamers. So
Yeah,
if this pushes through, it's a huge win for us gamers. So fantastic news.
I should also note that this, like, I guess we call it like push. It's not about like keeping the game up forever. Like people can take, like, companies can stop supporting it, but they need at least something so at least players can
Yeah,
do
so as
stuff to
long as
themselves.
it keeps going,
Yeah,
yeah,
because like people can
yeah.
stop updating the game. You don't have to keep updating servers, keep costs for that and up and all that. Just put something in the game that allows people to play it, like an offline mode, or like people able to host their own servers. Something like that is one way to keep a game that probably isn't alive anymore to keep going
Damn,
and
maybe
not shut
Mike should
down
be.
community stuff.
Damn, maybe Mike should be the spokesperson. So we'll send you out
Nah.
next time. We'll send you out to the front lines.
Okay.
Uh, yeah, we'll send you out straight to the front lines. You can talk about it all you like. No, but in all seriousness, it's a great initiative to hear, and it's great to hear that it's in. Looks like it's in full support, and there's some movement there. So fantastic to hear. Fantastic to hear.
Let's hope it keeps going.
Yep. Um, let's talk about another win for gamers. Asha Sharma, I think that's her name is. The CEO, new CEO of Xbox. Yeah, she's doing well, like, which is fantastic. Like in terms of her role, uh, she has. We've mentioned it last time. Lowered the price of Game Pass at the cost of Call of Duty, but she's shut down a whole bunch of like things that people. I don't like things that are in progress that we've heard like I don't know, rumors like leaks about and like small information that was passed to us, but like obviously us gamers did not want it, such as the ads. Like there's a free package of like some sort of I think the Game Pass with like ads in it that like will make you pause the game and like watch ads and stuff and a few other stuff. So something along those lines. 'Cause I don't remember all of them. It's just been a while since we've talked about them. But I heard that she shut down every single initiative that like the gamers hated. So everyone's and she also updated the Xbox logo. Uh,
I think one of the initiatives was like co-pilot gaming. I think they pushed back on that,
yep.
and
Oh
so
yeah,
it's, I
Copilot
mean,
logo was not cool. Yeah. Have you seen the
yeah,
new Xbox logo by the way?
it looks retro. It looks nice. I actually like it. And I think they what is it like? What's the new like motto? Like it's like this is Xbox or something?
Yeah,
Like
fantastic. Something along those lines.
yeah, something along those lines at the very least. But I mean, hey, look. I mean, if they're delivering on this, they just now need to deliver on the games, and I think they can start cooking a bit. They can start maybe getting a bit of like a market share back. The only problem
Well,
with
I mean,
that
yep.
is, well, I mean, well, one big problem actually currently for everyone is like AI. It's just like it's gonna make everything cost so much, like in terms of hardware, make cost so
You know,
much.
I was like, um, looking today at like games using like because like people arguing like AI is really bad like in games and all that stuff, right? But I was looking up, and then apparently there are like different types of AIs that are used, right?
Yep.
And there's something called like assistive AI, and then there's like which like some companies are like want to use, which is basically where the AI assists with the thing that they're working on. Which is completely different from generative AI, which completes it like from scratch. I think it's called assistive AI. I might be butchering the name. I know it started with an A. That's why I just think it's called assisted AI, right? So,
Yeah.
which I think a few companies said they were going to use it, and one of them being Hovis, which because I play Genshin, I heard that. That's how I pointed out. There are people saying that I hate when companies use AI. We should stop playing them. But like some guy pointed out that they said assistive AI, not generative AI, where like and then you have to explain where the difference is that it assists you in doing it. For example, if you ask for something instead of giving you like a full thing, it gives you a framework for that thing. Like if you like, you know what I mean? Like for example, if you ask like the assisted AI, can you please make me like a food? It will give you the recipe and steps, and you have to make it right
Right.
like that food, whereas a degenerate would make that straight for you. You know what I mean? So it's like a kind of assisting you, gives you like a basis. I don't like. I think it gives you like simple. I don't know how detailed it is because I've never used it. Like if you ask for a picture, it gives you like a rough outline or something, and then you can have to like adjust on it. I think that's fantastic. You know what I mean?
I mean,
Um,
that's great.
to
I
use.
mean,
That's great to use, right? Because that's what people are scared about AI because all the frontline AI we're seeing is generative AI, and like you know what I mean. So like, that's not the AI. Obviously if you use generative AI, it's not good. I'm like inside some stuff. I think you should have every right to criticize that thing, right?
yeah.
But using assistive AI is completely different.
Oh, yeah, true.
You know what I mean? Yeah, because like
Um,
yeah, go ahead.
I think they should still like at least like companies who do use it should still at least
No, no,
mention
they
that they
should, they
use it.
should, they should mention it. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying not to mention it, right? But there's a difference when you say I'm using because the key difference is like that you should specify what type of AI you're using. Because like if you say we're using AI, everyone jumps to generative AI straight away, right? And that's the one that makes the full images. That's the one that like you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Um, if you say use assistive AI or use AI and this is the aspects of using AI, completely different, right? Because look, fam, I used AI in my workplace, and the way I used AI was that I was trying to do some stuff in Excel. I just didn't know how to do it. No idea how to do what I wanted to do. So I used the AI tool Gemini, so it can, which you know what I mean. And I typed what I wanted it to do, and it gave me a formula to help with my Google Sheet like thing that I wanted to do. Right. So I pretty much copied the formula into it, but obviously I had like something else attached to it, so I just had to tweak it a little bit, and I got it sorted, right? But
Right.
imagine without that, I would have been hours and hours of searching and all that stuff, right? And I can't obviously use hours and hours searching for an Excel sheet that like I need for my work, right? Because like I need it done by like the end of the day. I got it done within 5 minutes, thanks to the AI, right?
Right.
And like, look, I told like my boss when I informed my boss, he's like, he doesn't care if I use AI as long as what needs to be done needs to be done, right? And right, but then you sit there, it's like, well, what we done is, you know what I'm saying? I used AI to help me build what I needed to build because I did the rest because pretty much did all the rest on my own because I didn't know how to do it, right?
Right.
Uh, but like, it's not like again, it's not like the AI created it for me, right? Like which if it did, like if I typed the whole thing out and the AI did it for me, I'm not gonna say like I'm not gonna use it, right? But like obviously, you know what I mean. I wanted to try and do what I wanted to do on my own, and then the bits where I got stuck, I just asked the AI, right? But everyone needs to understand that we're talking about AI in the media field is different to the work compliance, you know what I mean? Thing. Do you
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? Yeah, which is the media feels like if you first of all you can clearly tell when an image is AI created like very currently
Yeah.
and it's still very easy. You can tell when an AI video is created again very easily, right? Um,
I mean, that's now. I imagine giving it like 2, 3 years that it might be indistinguishable at that rate.
right. But what I'm saying is that we just need to be like where AI is used is the because like you know what I mean is the problem, right? That's what I'm
Mm.
saying, right? That's what I'm trying to get up to. So that's what I'm saying. I think assistive AI or AI that helps, like, you know what I mean? Not AI that creates the whole thing from the ground up, because we all know, like, AI cannot do that at this stage. Imagine you tell the AI make a game, like the game's gonna be, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. But what I'm trying to say is like,
Just wondering,
look,
like, what aspects. I wonder if it's like just assisting in coding, is it assisting in like
no, no,
I don't
I
know.
don't know what aspect, but some guy explained the assistive AI, right? uh in terms it's different to generative AI. That's what the guy was
Oh
trying to
yeah.
explain the differences. You know what I mean? Because people ridicule the use of AI. And the guy said, "Hold up, they're not using generative AI. They clearly stated that they were using assistive AI, right? You know what I mean? Do you know what I'm saying?
Oh
And then
yeah.
like, look, other games like such as like Expedition 33 that used AI and then they removed the said AI, but they only use the AI in production. It's like, bro, you know what I mean?
Yeah. I
Do you know what I'm
mean,
saying? Like that's because like I think they used it as like prototypes or something. The AI.
hmm.
Like, yeah, that helps, bro. It makes more sense to use that in that aspect because can you imagine if I had to build like some sort of like terrain and like my first base is all rocks, like not rocks, sorry, all boxes and squares and circles because triangles because that's how you do a prototype. You know what I mean? You don't put the textures, you don't put updated the graphics, all that stuff because you know when you're doing a level design layout, right?
Yeah, you want to make it
You're just
simple as
putting,
possible.
yeah, exactly, squares and circles. So imagine if but like sometimes it's hard to visualize with squares and circles, right? So imagine if you used AI to create you like dummy assets, right? Which helps you so much more easier to help you visualize, which can help you make a better level, which results in a better game, right? Why would you not use that? You know what I mean?
Yeah. I
Especially
get
if
what
you're
you're
gonna
saying.
throw it out later, why would you not use that? You know? Um, yeah.
I
So
mean,
yeah,
I'm pretty sure a lot of companies already use it in its workflow. I wouldn't be like surprised to be honest. It's
yeah. I mean, like
just
in the internal workflow, just that like when you see like external like in generating AI, it's like you can tell like straight away.
yeah.
Because some
But I
other guy
mean,
said, "Yeah, go ahead."
I was gonna say a lot of companies are aware of how controversial it is, to for what do you call it, consumers to hear generative AI. So probably regarding AI in general, they're probably just hush hush regarding its implementation if there is any.
Yeah,
But I wouldn't be surprised if a lot of companies are just using it in the back end or just using it for like very simple stuff. Or
right. Because
even
some guy said,
assistive if for
yeah,
assisting
yeah, yeah,
in
yeah.
certain processes.
Because some guy said that that if because another guy said that no, some guy said I was reading it, it was really interesting. Some guy said that that they're gonna use AI to make like a very like NPCs that you can talk to them and like you can have like a fully fleshed out conversation with them, right?
Right.
I sat there, I'm like, that's great, yeah, but this one guy's like, doesn't that like take away with the narration and the writer if if someone's writing the story for the game? And the guy had to explain, not necessarily, because the writer would write the main story of the game or like the main like route for the story, right? You're not going to get a writer to sit there and write thousands and hundreds of lines just if you want to have a random conversation with the NPC, right? So he said it doesn't really take away from the job of a writer, right? But he said there is that if you use AI to create the story path of the story, yes, it will take away that job. You gonna go to me?
Yeah.
Yeah, because the guy said he had. If you're gonna make a live like a live episode where if you say like you could have a full on conversation, you need millions of dialogue. You're not gonna get writers to come up with millions of dialogue options.
Well, I was gonna
You
say
usually,
most
yeah.
most NPCs in games usually have like. I mean, let me be specific with this. A lot of NPCs usually have unique dialogue, but it's usually like I imagine you speak to that same NPC again, so they're just gonna usually
It's the
like
same,
they tend
yeah,
to
yeah,
repeat it.
exactly,
Yeah.
exactly. Yeah, but he said that like that that I think there's I don't remember well, but it was an article these games on. He said that they wanted to make like with the original story, because like if they use AI for the story, the AI starts talking random shit. Like it's not gonna work for the story. So he said the writer will make the main story and like the characters say what they need to say properly. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
It's just that when you go speak a random NPC and like you're not doing the story, you're doing something else. That's when that triggers. And I said, "That was again. That makes sense, right? Yeah." Anyway, I know we sidetracked on AI. Let's go back to Microsoft. Yeah, so I think it's a big win for Microsoft.
Yeah, they're just gonna keep it going, keep it moving.
Let's keep positive. Just keep staying in the positive direction.
We'll see if they can pull through with it. I mean, again, they need their first party games to go
A first
go.
party, whatever Activision makes. So if Activision makes like they release bangers, then Xbox will be fine.
First party, third party, and they also need. I mean, whenever they actually are able to drop a console, I mean, they're gonna hope the price is somewhat competitive because, yeah, RAM is. I mean, not even RAM. A lot of PC parts at the moment is stupidly high. So we'll see how that goes, I guess. But it's in a good positive direction at least at this current
Office,
moment.
yeah.
Just gotta keep it going.
PlayStation, this also had a moment with DRM situation. So I'm gonna explain this as so
Yeah,
that
because
no
a
one gets
mess.
confused.
Yeah.
Okay, so basically, the DRM situation was that PlayStation released an update where it had a DRM where like if you download a what is it called, downloadable game, you have to check in every 30 days basically for it to stay connected online. They said it was a bug, and then like a whole bunch of different stuff. I think they did release a statement, but I'll explain. So basically, they said it was a bug. The bug is that it's not supposed to take 30 days. It's supposed to take, I think, 14 days or 15 days, because they have a refund policy within that 15 days, and that's why they put it for 15 days. And also that the DRM is supposed to check once, so that's why it might be they said that was bugged, but they never put a release statement because everyone's just speculating. And it's still a lot of people don't understand that the reason why they did this was that basically if you jailbreak your PlayStation, when you purchase a game, you can get a token, so that when you refund your purchased game, you can use that token to then still install that game onto the PlayStation. That's basically how it works. So with this DRM situation that PlayStation did is to counter this to counter uh because but is to counter this situation, because by the way you got like with the jailbreak, the game allows you to be like, how do you say it, offline. It allows you to be offline. I don't know how the jailbreak works, but it allows you to be offline as well to
Yeah.
avoid anything with the game. So that means if you be offline on your PlayStation, you can play all the games that you purchased and refunded, basically.
Basically, obtaining games illegally.
Correct. Yeah. So basically, what PlayStation is doing is that with the original DRM, right? With this DRM, not the original, because there was no DRM. With this DRM, you can still download the game within that 15-day period. However, that game you're downloading is licensed from PlayStation, so that after the 2 weeks that you downloaded it, right,
Hmm.
you uh, if you check again it with the internet, it will update to the full license of the game and you can play it. We'll
Yeah.
continue playing it. You didn't lose anything. Whereas with this token, so what happens is when you purchase a game on the jailbroken PlayStation, then you refund the game on the jailbroken PlayStation. You get the token. The token actually only has the um the the rented essentially PlayStation game that you will need to connect to the internet to what I mean uh to download the game. So download the full license of the game. But if you appear online, PlayStation will know. Hold up, you know what I mean. Something's not right here
Right. Okay. So it's
because you
basically
know what.
just to deal with that.
Yeah, it's just to deal with that, and that's why they put like 15 days, and that's why the whole thing with the bug, because it says 30 days, it's meant to be 15, and then they like, but then it was like they never put a statement or anything, uh, yeah, they were meant to put. I reckon that PlayStation should have put a statement earlier explaining this. But like I think they were trying to do it in a way that it would catch, you know what I mean, um, jailbreakers off guard. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah. I mean,
Because
probably
if they
will.
just said it, like jailbreakers would stop doing that and they'll look for a different method. So you do this to catch which people are jailbreaking, because you could PlayStation would have like the information like these are the accounts that are jailbroken. You know what I mean?
Okay.
And then they just slap bans on them. Because if you inform ahead of time, like these accounts will just stop doing it after the implementation.
Well, kind of now is because it's yeah. I mean, people found out.
Yeah.
Um, quick
Yeah,
question though.
people ended up finding out.
You don't need like you don't need like what is it called? Like the PlayStation subscription, right? You don't need like
No, as long as you're connected to the internet, right?
okay, that's fine then.
Yeah, because as long as you connect to the internet, you know what I mean? Yeah, you don't need the PlayStation subscription. As long as you connect to the internet after 14 days, you know what I mean? It's fine.
Fine. Okay.
Right. This would suck for like probably 1% of people who don't, like, you know what I mean, who only connect to the internet to download games. All you have to do is connect again just one more time after 14 days. That's it. You know what I mean? Because there's some
Yeah.
people that don't like to connect to the internet. This would suck if you have an extended power outage just before you have to renew, or like it's not extended internet outage just before you have to renew it, and then like the day comes, you're like, oh, I can't play it, and you have to wait until the internet come back onto it. Like at least you know what I mean. That would suck. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So like if you're around the 13th, 14th day mark, and then the internet goes out for like 2 to 3 days, you're over that, and you can't play your game. That would suck. But so basically, these are in like the minute, like what 1%, 2% of people,
Sure.
like the internet outage, and like people don't like the internet because pretty much majority of people do use internet. Um, but basically, this is for jailbreakers. In my opinion, I think PlayStation could handle it better. Because of the fact that they shadow dropped it basically, and then never spoke about it, and people were freaking out because you got some places that say 30 days, or on the PlayStation itself it says 30 days, which apparently was a bug. Then you had the AI PlayStation support, which was saying no, it's actually correct because AI was taking resources from everywhere, and then like everyone was like speculating, you know what I mean? So eventually, just saying it was correct, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Until it was explained, yeah.
Okay. But the only problem is because of all this kind of like because of that mistake, like it being like the error from like 30 when it's meant to be 15, it went to 30. Now like
No, the
cool.
error it says like it still was 15, right? But if you
Yeah.
go on the PlayStation, it says 30.
Oh yeah. The thing is because of that now people with jailbreak are kind of are aware of this now. So they're
Yes,
probably
but
just gonna find a way around it.
yeah, I know. But even if it did say 15, people would have been like, "Hold up, what?" Like, you know what I mean? Because people would have been like I have to keep connecting every 15 days. What happens if the PlayStation Network server goes down, or like the PlayStation doesn't want to connect to the internet? You know what I mean? Do you know
Yeah, I
what I'm
mean,
saying?
either way, how they're going to implement it would have not caught anyone off guard because they'd have to probably because if they told people, then everyone would be
No,
aware of
like
it,
it
and then
probably says it in the fine print, or like the
yeah, of
service
course,
agreement, like people agree with. You know what I mean? When the update happens, I'm not saying it doesn't say that. It's just that like a lot of people don't read that stuff. You know what I mean? People just press agree, agree. You know what I mean?
yeah.
Um, yeah. I mean, to be fair, I get why we all understand why PlayStation done it now, and probably that's probably the only reason, only way to deal with jailbreakers. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Until they find a new method. Yeah.
I mean, it's good. I mean, we'll see how what other people think of it and whatnot, and if it actually does anything against
Well, we won't know
jailbroken
because why would
consoles.
the jailbreaker say, "Hey guys, like jailbreaker stopped working"? You know what I'm saying? Why
Oh
would
no,
they
they
say that?
won't.
They're outing themselves out.
But
Uh,
there's probably people who are like, I mean, there's definitely people who show people how to do it like online.
yeah, 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 obviously,
So
yep,
probably like, oh, here's another way to do it, guys, and then, yeah, you can probably just still get games for free.
yep.
So
Yep. So let's move on to the Steam controller,
yeah,
which is sold out.
damn, that's weird.
Yeah, it was quick because it's meant to be compatible with all Steam games. It's just phenomenal because, like, fantastic controller. And apparently they're gonna add a second batch of Steam controllers, but then they said that if you already bought one, you can't buy a second one. Fair enough, because that and like Steam, I reckon is good enough that if you order through via their page, like will actually comply with that.
Yeah, I mean, you can order it through Steam, like through the Steam app itself. So
Yeah,
it's like,
but what
yeah,
I'm saying, why I think they're good, like that does two things, right? A like you know good for like the like consumer, you know what I mean? And like more people getting their hands on a Steam controller. And plus, why would you need more than one Steam controller? Most people only like use this, you know what I mean, Steam controller for their own computer or PC. PC.
yeah,
Uh, that's the first, and then the second, it stops scalpers.
true.
So I trust Steam to hold their word for that. Yeah, it looks like a nice controller.
A bit pricey for us though, unfortunately.
Yeah, it's very pricey for us.
It's like 150.
Yeah, which is very pricey.
Yeah, but those look
Yeah.
good.
Mhm.
It is an interesting shape. I think it's probably because of ergonomics, but it looks like really like long or tall. I don't know how to properly word it, but yeah, like it looks like it's like a look. It's like more top side, if that makes sense. Because there's a little
Yeah, yeah,
touchpads.
I know what you're saying. Yeah, I know.
Yeah, but I mean, like it looks good. And I think it's been reviewing well, from at least what I've seen. So hey, works, and I'm pretty sure it's meant to work with like what your PC, Steam Deck, Steam Machine, whenever that comes out, and then the VR thing for them as well. So I mean,
Yeah,
literally can't like to be honest. If that's like a one-time purchase, it's not that bad to be honest. That's actually quite
yeah,
good.
yeah, yeah. Yep.
Yeah. So yeah, Steam controller, pretty cool.
Yep. Okay. Let's talk about IGN.
Uh, yeah,
They're in hot waters with us again.
I like they're always in hot waters recently.
Yeah.
I think they're gonna be in hot waters this entire year at this rate.
With us and the gaming community. Because they decided to give a 10 out of 10 to a game called, what was it called again?
Mixtape.
Mixtape. Look, it's not a bad game. We haven't played it, but from what we know, it's not a bad game. It's just that unfortunately, IGN has decided to um give this the golden medal and crown it 10 out of 10.
Yeah, I mean, I've seen some things online. I went on a little bit of a deep dive. It's kind of like so a game is more. I mean, more you watch than you actually play. It's kind of like this. It's like it starts off with a lot of stuff that you don't really like it starts off with a thing where you don't really do much, where it kind of does stuff for you, and it eventually leads to a room where you can then interact with certain things. But when you interact with certain things, it gives you a couple minutes of dialogue, and then that's that. And then the rest of the game is kind of just mini games, like random mini games, and that's kind of the game, at least from a
Yeah,
gameplay
so
standpoint.
it is perfect game for journalists because it's not hard. Uh,
The actual good praise of the game is its visuals are really nice, like very very nice, and
yep,
its music is very good.
yep. Oh, it's called mixtape. There is no
So
way
yeah,
it's not called.
it's made by an indie studio. The game.
Well, good on them. Good on them. Fantastic. I always hype up indie studios. Great.
The only confusing thing I see from people, because I heard some people mention this, is that some of the songs they have in this is copyright, of course,
Yep.
but there's songs that cost like a lot of money to like get it into like it'd be like how like in films and
Yeah.
stuff you get music done for them. It costs a lot of
Yeah.
money, and people questioning how they were able to do that. So I don't know. Personally, I don't know how they acquired the funds for that, but you know, there's that. And some people see that there's a lot of like high high sitting people that were like on this game. That's like not maybe on the game itself or the company. I can't remember specifically, but there were people that there were names that people recognized that were like that had like at least a hand in the pie in the making of this. So there's that as well. But I don't know. It seems to be an interesting game, but I don't know why. I don't know if I'd call it a 10 out of 10 from at least what I personally seen.
Yeah.
And it's
Um.
also 3 hours long, so it's a
Yeah. So I'm
short
not
little
sure
indie game.
why they put 10 out of 10.
I think it's
Like, cause
probably
for
just
me,
because of
it
it's
upsets
indie
me.
game,
Well, go ahead. Yeah.
indie
The
game,
what?
good music that probably tickles their fancy, at
Yeah.
least to
Cause
me.
look, I don't mind like hitting it. It's just that like you kind of put like a precedent on the like for example, right? Let's say you're a company, yeah,
Yeah,
that just find out you got hit by 10 out of 10 by probably one of the biggest uh like you know what I mean, like gaming what's it called,
publications.
publication, right? For yeah, and then like you get hit by 10 out of 10 and you're like, well, I know most people now know that IGN is not like that, like you know what I mean, uh
Reputable.
like reputable, right? But then like you sit there, right? There's gonna be still people who are like gonna buy the game because of the review, right?
Right.
And then there's gonna be people like, oh, this is not a 10 out of 10, right? And they
Right.
start like shitting on IGN, right? Saying you guys gave it a 10 out of 10. It's not a 10 out of 10. I don't think it's a 10 out of 10. Now, when you're like a gaming, like the developer, you sit there, like everyone's shitting on IGN saying it's not a 10 out of 10. Like they do, like as like how do you say it? A company, right?
Yeah.
Like these people that's shitting on IGN, like they're not saying like this game is not a 10 out of 10, but then they say like it's a 7 or 8 or 9. They're not giving like their opinion. They're just saying they're just shitting on IGN because they're shitting on IGN, right? So the company thinking if someone's shitting on IGN, right, they might be like, "How bad's our game? Is it like a 5? Is it like a 4? Is it like a 3? You know what I mean? Is it like a 6? Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Uh, because people like are not just shitting. Like, you're not a 10 out of 10. It's like IGN like messed up again, or I this that this. You know what I mean? But as the comment like the indie dev viewing this, right? They're like, is our game bad? Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, I was gonna say there's other play. It's not just IGN that gave it 10 out of 10. I should probably
Yeah,
specify
yeah,
that.
yep.
But there seems to be a bit of a disconnect with like people and reviewers, and some people think it's 10. Like, there's not no one saying it's not a 10 out of 10. People
No,
will
I'm
probably
not
think
saying
that,
that. It's just that like
but
everyone jumps on IGN, and remember IGN is like the biggest and the
biggest
most
one.
like not reputable, but the one that like shows up in everyone's faces. Like you sit there, it shows up in like I go on YouTube and it shows up in my feed. IGN, like GameSpot doesn't show up my feed. Sorry, like I don't know what the other ones are. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like those guys don't blow up my face. I get that they probably said 10 out of 10, but they don't full make a video about it explaining why they thought 10 out of 10. They just said 10 out of 10 and they'll put a comment. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? Whereas IGN full decides to do a whole song and dance all over it. You know what I mean? Like why they want to give their opinion. Do you know what I'm saying?
I get what you're saying. Especially, it doesn't help with the other reviews that what do you call it?
I agree. That too. That too.
They
But
have
then
interesting choices.
you sit there, and I think you were the one who told me that like, uh, some guy in like the Steam comments says that like I came here because of a certain publication said it was a 10. I'm still waiting for that 10 moment. Do you get
Yeah.
what I'm saying? Like people are joining because of the 10. It's like
I think this game, though, from just looking at it, is definitely made for a particular audience. Like, it's not even like a. I think it's like more of an age group. Like, it's targeted towards, in my opinion.
yeah.
I'm just
Look.
looking at
I'm not
Metacritic
saying look.
and.
I'm not saying nothing against like the game devs. You guys fantastic. You know, I'm always in support of game devs. Uh, dropping games they're proud of. You know what I mean? And hearing good news about them. Look, they probably thought, oh, we hear 10 out of 10. You know what I mean? Like, fantastic. Like, look for me, I looked at this game. I don't think it's a 10, but I think it's a solid game. You know what I mean? I think it's strong enough. You guys will get a player base. You guys made a great game. You know?
Yeah. What was I
Yeah.
going to say?
If you got nothing else to say, we can move on. But if you said
Oh,
you
I
got
want
more
to
to
just
say,
say, like, I found, like, on Metacritic, its score is 85, so that's, like, critic, score, like, overall. And then user score
that's fair.
6.8. On to Open Critic, there's no review scores because there's not enough review. Like, not
Yeah.
sorry, there's no user score because there's not enough user like given scores. But
Yep.
it's sitting at a 93 critic score, top critic average, and
Yep.
it's a 97% critic recommend game.
Yep. Fair enough. Fair enough.
So I think these people probably made a very like
A solid game. A
a
solid
great
game.
game probably, but it's
A
just
great game. Yeah.
but I wouldn't be surprised if the lack of interactability doesn't hit
No,
much with probably normal people or
yeah,
normal
but then
people.
again, like IGN. The other thing you gotta remember is that they rate games like Mouthful Higher like 6, and then they rate this a
Yeah,
10, which is what ridicules people. You know what I mean? Like, do you get what I'm saying?
but I also
This is not the company. This is not like the dev. What's it called? The in dev fault, right? For this situation, right? It's just that IGN, like, you know what I mean, rates game weirdly. Like, they rate like what is it called? I forgot the game. Like the other game, Crimson Desert 7. It's like, bro,
I think they rated it 6 actually. They're
six,
still gonna
six.
do a re-review for it, but
Yeah,
it hasn't
like,
happened yet.
see what I mean? Like, as in, like, the people that are following IGN said these games are 6. That's a 10. Like, it doesn't make sense. You know?
I get what you're saying. I'm just also wondering, like, because this is their first 10 this year. I'm just wondering. I'm looking at their looking at their nines, like Pokepia and like Resident Evil Requiem. What bridges that? Like, what would have made that a 10, and what made this a 10? If you get what I'm saying, for
Yeah,
them.
but we won't know. Like,
No,
that's
we wouldn't.
IGN's own rating. IGN's own rating, and the fact that there's no consistency because there's different individuals that rate
Yeah,
them both
review them.
based on
Yeah.
different. Yeah, yeah.
So it's really hard to pin that down. But then they sometimes also do what they did with Mouse PI, and it's like a bloody joke.
Or Crimson
So
Desert,
it's
like, oh,
yeah.
guys, we didn't play it enough. It's like, why would you release it if you haven't played it enough? Uh, and
You have to be quick and all that. Like, I don't
no,
really.
I get that,
Yeah,
100%,
but
100. I get that.
it's a bit strange, and people online, like a lot of people online, especially on Twitter, are having. Like, people either love this game or hate this game right now. So it's a bit of a mess. My only problem I see, even though it has like high review scores,
Yep.
is there's not many people playing the game. Which is like, because you see it's an indie studio, you want them to keep going. Thing is, there's not many people playing it. Which, I mean, because it's indie release, might be so like a less people playing it, less eyes on it. But
Exactly.
like,
Yeah.
when you see these high review scores, you might be like, oh, maybe people are going to be start jumping on it. Well,
Yeah,
some people
that's what I'm saying. Yeah,
are,
yeah,
but they're not as impressed, or
yeah.
they might even refund because the game is not that long. You can potentially refund it. So it's just like, yeah. I mean, I wish the company well. I hope they
Oh yeah,
keep going.
devs deserve. Like I said, every indie dev, in my opinion, right, that makes a game that's like pretty solid, right? I like deserve well. You know what I
Deserves
mean?
well, deserves a chance. Yeah. I mean, hey, look, if people like, if the biggest complaint about this game is the actual gameplay, like the
Yeah,
gameplay elements, let's say,
that's
maybe
all
the
that matters.
next game, their story, music just as well. But then you never know. Maybe the gameplay
Yeah,
is
maybe they
there,
improve
and
on the
then you can
gameplay.
go.
Yeah,
Then people can go, hey, this is a 10 out of 10 because it's
yeah,
like it has
maybe.
everything. You can probably say this game if like there's a lot of great elements, but it's like missing one to two things. Then you can say it's an 8 to a 9. You know what I mean? Like it's still
Exactly,
great.
exactly. No, that's still a great score.
But I think people, because of this, are gonna probably bomb this game.
Yeah, exactly. That's the thing. That's the scary thing. Like,
Which, just looking at Metacritic, I can actually really see people are. So it's, yeah.
okay,
But like, yeah, I mean,
let's move on. To the next thing. Who was it again? What's the guy's name? Is
the
it
guy
David? Is it you know what? The
David.
guy turned 100.
Oh, Sir David Attenborough.
Yeah, David Attenborough. I decided this. Well, not decided turned 100 years old recently.
Decided.
Congratulations, my dude. Happy birthday. Wish you all the best.
Congrats.
Uh,
Love your voice.
um. Yep. Um. So he's no longer eligible to play with Lego because Lego goes up to the age of 99.
Yeah, someone like tweeted that and it was hilarious.
Yeah. So like people are like asking for Lego to do something, and I think Lego responded saying that they're gonna move it to 100 plus
Yeah, they put
plus
100
for
plus because of Sir David Attenborough.
yeah. So yeah, phenomenal work. That's a great change. Thank you, Lego, for responding to that. I thought it was just something funny we could talk about.
It's a funny and wholesome thing.
Yep.
I mean, why not? Might as well. I let everyone play with Lego. Even though, like, half the time it's unaffordable, but you know.
Yeah. So
A win in a
that's
year of.
a win.
To be honest, I think like this is a year of losses for Lego at this rate because of the pricing and other stuff. But this is a
Yeah.
win for them.
That's a small win. A small win.
Small win.
Uh, Now I'm gonna talk about something sad that happened. Is that do you know the Pokemon documentary channel that like they do the Pokemon documentary stuff?
Oh yeah. I've seen some of those actually. They're quite funny.
Yeah, so Pokemon's actually going after them and striking them down.
Oh, that's not so fun.
Yeah, I don't know why Pokemon decided to do that.
Is there a basis
Uh,
they're doing it on?
and apparently people started saying that I heard about it in like on the internet like he posted on Twitter or something that he was getting striked by Pokemon. It was like pretty bad.
That's not fun.
Yeah. So in support, guys, go and support him. Do you know what his channel was?
They'll probably bring it up.
Maybe we can. We'll link it in the description. Please support it's actually a really good channel. It's basically like a documentary, but like about Pokemon, which is fantastic.
The one, but is it? There's two. There's two that keep coming up. Let me see. I'll figure
I
it
don't.
out.
Yeah, but I don't think it's like a specific one. I think it's more like uh, it's just happening. You know what I mean? I think it's
Yeah,
called Poke Earth, but it was
I
pretty
think I
bad.
found it. Poke National.
Oh, Poke National.
Yeah, copyright strikes. Yeah, it's Poke National.
Yeah, so
Yeah,
support them even though with what's happening. Um, we'll link them in the bottom in the description. Yeah.
yeah, that's kind of sad.
Yeah, sad times.
That's at times.
Uh,
Is
just
it?
two more things I want to talk about.
Yep.
The Pokemon collab in Target in America. I think it's specifically America. Yeah, scalpers. God damn it,
They got them.
they got them.
What were they selling again in that little? Because weren't there also some free goodies from memory?
Bro, there was everything. There was everything you can do. There was like Pokemon like mystery bottles where you buy the bottle. It can have it has like a Pokemon a gacha bottle that has like a Pokemon on it. There was the Kanto region like jacket. There was the Pokemon Pop Tarts. There was a whole bunch of other stuff. Um, Plates with Pokemon on them. There was so much stuff. I don't even remember half of it.
So it's like
Um,
just a whole themed thing.
yeah, it was like everything themed, and they like had like full. They decored the whole place out. Like if you looked up at the sky, like they had like Pokeballs like attached to the ceiling and like dangling from the ceiling. They had uh like cardboard cutouts of like Charmander, Squirtle, and all that stuff like stuck on the walls and stuff that people were taking. Um, there was a lot. It was like a big collab.
I mean, yeah, it was a big collab, and then there was a bigger scalper.
Yeah, it was scalp.
So,
Yeah,
then what? Everything's now being resold for like how much more?
triple the price or something crazy.
Jeez,
Empty boxes are being sold as well.
wasn't that fun? Oh, that's for the what do they call it? The what's it called? The that treat they have over there. What is it called? Pop tart.
Yeah, popped up.
Yeah, I mean, I say treat. It doesn't really taste that good from what I've heard, but yeah, I mean, it's just kind of a scummy move.
Yep.
Imagine selling like empty boxes to probably children, going, "Yeah, here you go. It's that's going to be like $40 or something." I don't know specifically what the actual price is, but you know what I mean.
Yeah, yeah,
And didn't you tell me like someone was like encased one of them?
yeah. I've seen it on the internet. Yeah, it was encased. It's pretty bad.
That's a bit concerning. Not gonna lie.
Yeah, yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah, because there was hats and shirts as well. Yeah, there was like a whole bunch of other stuff. Yeah. That's it for Pokemon. Let's talk about the probably the most unexpected like news, which
Cool.
is that Nintendo decided to shadow drop the new Star Fox game on the Nintendo Switch 2, which is dropping 25 of June, so next month. Um,
Your thoughts?
it looks good. It looks good. Sorry about that. It looks good, fantastic, right? Their decision to make the characters more animalistic, I think that's a poor choice.
Yeah, looks funny in my opinion.
Furries rise up. Yeah. Very poor. Um, they made like Falcon look like he's got scoliosis in his legs. Uh,
I mean, he's like the humpback on Notre Dame.
yeah.
That's what it
But I'm
looks
pretty
like.
sure this game's like all in ships anyway, so like you'll barely see the characters. Uh,
Oh, yeah, true.
yeah, but like other than that, the visuals look great. The music looks great. I mean, bringing back characters. Hopefully, this may result in maybe a second Star Fox game, and maybe more like what is it? More like Nintendo come back to other remakes or bringing it back like some of their first parties. As long as this does well, because maybe an F-Zero comes out.
F-Zero, like
I think it's called F-Zero. I forgot what it's called. It's been a long time for me. Yeah, it is called F-Zero. I was right. Like maybe an F-Zero comes out. That's the Falcon Punch. Uh,
Oh, that series, yeah.
yeah. I don't know why I call it Falcon Punch, but yeah, F-Zero. Maybe an F-Zero remake or new F-Zero comes out if like Star Fox does well. Maybe Star Fox 2 if it does well. So you know what I mean. Who knows where the possibilities can go? It's got multiplayer as well. I don't think any of the originals have multiplayer, so that's kind of cool.
Is
Uh,
it like local co-op or?
Co-op, you can have like one person control like the ship, and the other person control the gunner. You can do that, and I think there's a 4v4 mode that you can play online,
Oh, cool.
and I think you can game share locally as well as online.
No, it's like free game show.
Yeah,
Only
yeah, yeah.
one
One
person
person
has to
has a
play the
game.
game.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. Yeah.
cool.
So there was that too. Um, yeah. So it's look like outside of the what's it called? Um, Characters looking a bit weird and more animalistic. Um, it looks good.
Yeah, I mean, I just find them. I just think they look funny in my opinion.
Yeah,
But
like especially since it's a weird decision since like Fox looked incredible in the spoilers if you haven't seen it Mario movie.
yeah, the Mario
You
Galaxy
know,
movie.
which it looks incredible. And then there was also like there was a scene with the animated like characters. They could have done an animated style one if they wanted to, but which they didn't. Um, yeah.
Yeah.
Your thoughts on it? You got any thoughts?
Oh, the game. I wanna wait for more, see more of it. But yeah, the only thing I can really take from it, other than the visuals, is just the how they look. They look funny, and people were memeing it. Other companies were memeing it. That was funny, but like I want to see more gameplay. It reminds me of Star Fox 64, where it's just kind of like you're in
Because it's a
the
remake. It's a remake.
ships.
Star Fox is Star Fox. It's a remake.
Oh, is it? Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's
Sorry,
a remake.
I've only seen clips. I haven't seen like the whole trailer or anything personally.
No, they didn't say they didn't say the name Star Fox Kill, but it's actually a remake
Oh, okay
from the
then, cool.
original. Yeah. So it's a remake. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, if this game comes out well, right, they can make a Star Fox 2. You know, because a lot of people have not played Star Fox back in the what is it called, the GameCube, era. So like a lot of new players have never played it. They in a lot of Nintendo people, Nintendo like new gen Nintendo gamers went to watch the Mario movie. They're like, who the hell was this Fox character? And then like they dropped the Fox game. So if it might bring in a whole bunch of new player base, and then if it does well, like I said, this may result in Nintendo bringing back more old franchises, like I said, like F-Zero, or like it can result in a Fox 2.
Hopefully, I mean they've recently been doing a lot of
Star Fox 2, yep, it's called, yep.
what do you call it?
So
I mean
hopefully,
they recently they did a Donkey Kong game, and then they recently were able to revive Mario 2D games with Mario Wonder. That was like a bit ago now, but like you know what I mean. They're kind of going
yep,
a bit back to basics with some of their like first party stuff. So I mean,
yep.
hey, I mean, why not bring some of those? Bring some of the third party ones as well. I mean, I wouldn't mind at all. They're good.
I mean, because
They're
we
fun.
didn't grow up with the GameCube. The only reason we know Fox and Falcon and Wolf is because of Super Smash Brothers.
Yeah.
So yeah, so which we enjoy, which is obviously a fantastic game. But like if you've never played like the original, you know what I mean. This would be a great way to get into it. Like I said, it looks fantastic. So maybe maybe we'll pick it up. Maybe Well, yeah, we'll see. We'll see how it goes. I'll wait for reviews and thoughts, and then maybe I'll pick it up because they did release a Samus as well earlier this year.
Oh yeah, they did.
Yeah,
But
so
yeah, yeah, they did. They
which
definitely
is a
did
mixed
release
bag.
it. Yeah.
Which is a mixed bag. But so hopefully this is better, and hopefully, like I said, this is a return to form for Nintendo. Like it results in
Yeah.
them releasing other characters because like let's be honest, like Star Fox has been neglected for so long. F-Zero has been neglected for so long. I'm pretty sure there's others that have been neglected for so long. So
Well, Star Fox, the last couple games they had was not that great, so that's why they kind of stopped.
mm,
F Zero, I think they just couldn't. They just said they couldn't really iterate, so they just stopped making it.
mm,
So yeah,
yeah.
I mean, you never know. They could always rethink of something or do something. So yeah,
Yeah, it would be, yeah, but that's a good sign for Nintendo.
good sign. Hopefully they keep delivering on games, especially because people still are memeing that like Finger doesn't have that many games like the Switch do. So
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay. One more thing before we go, because we pretty much got to end it here. Uh, I forgot to mention, should have mentioned it during the Pokemon section. Was that Pokemon's looking to shut down Pokemon vending machines
Oh,
in America specifically.
it's because people are like,
It's because scalpers. And of course, the scalpers upset,
bruh,
saying like, well, people upset. They're like, why? Like nothing bad happened. It's obviously the scalpers that were saying that, and it's like people putting pictures of people fighting in front of the vending machines. Uh, yeah,
okay,
so
interesting.
that's a big loss. If you're into Pokemon cards, it's a big loss. But I think it's specifically for America because, well, here in Australia, I've never seen anyone fight under the fight over the vending machine, and I've never seen it actually. I've never seen it sold out. Like I've always seen it like restock, people respectful buying. Yeah. Because even our vending machines are different from the ones in America I've seen on YouTube videos. Our one, like American ones, like they full say like it's got like a touch screen. It says like the product, and then like it doesn't even show the product via of glass. Whereas our ones here does.
Oh, interesting.
I reckon because like if they did see it via glass, like they'd go and break the actual glass and take it like scalpers. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah,
I mean, they go through. The scalpers are doing so much extreme stuff, bro. I tell you what.
yep,
Yeah, honestly, the scalpers deserve it. Normal people probably don't, but
yeah. I feel bad
can't
for
do
normal
much.
people.
Yeah,
Then, I guess that's it for this episode. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Leave a like, subscribe, share with your friends.
yeah.
Yeah,
Thanks so much for watching. Yeah, like, subscribe, share, comment. Why not? Tell us what you thought of the things we talked about. If you have your own opinions, let us know. What do you think of AI? What do you think of mixtape? What do you think of Pokemon closing the vending machines in North America and all that? And yeah, all right. Any final words?
nope. That is it.
Cool.
All
All
right
right.
then.
See you guys.
See you. Peace.
Bye bye.